we've heard a lot of words, most of them empty, that could not be followed up or could not be backed up. It was 13 games ago. The Knicks lost at home to the Houston Rockets, and Stoudemire said this.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm not accustomed to. You know, it's not fun. You know, we have to do a much better job out there. I mean, collectively, we really have to step it up. We got to play smart. I know we're a young team and make young mistakes. We can't keep doing the exact same thing every night. I mean, we just got to find a way to grow up.
The Knicks followed that up with a 2-point loss in one of the toughest places to win, the Pepsi Center in Denver, against these very same Nuggets. But since then, the team has responded to those words, and Stoudemire himself has responded to those words. And the results, just based on what we've seen here today, are so obviously different from what the Knicks were in the first 10 games of the season. Back to Mike and Clyde.
Well, right on the money with that, as Stoudemire, and we said this in preseason, Clyde, you could see his leadership and the fact that right away he would not settle for anything less but your best effort, and calling out his team so early in a year shows you he was ready to lead.
And that was just before he went on this magnificent scoring spree. Only one other Knick has enjoyed the success he's had in the last 7 games in scoring.
And the Denver game was huge because that was the game the Knicks were down by 16 in the 4th quarter, came storming back, wound up tying the game. They did fall short, and I know there's no moral victories in the NBA, but that was a game, that 4th quarter almost gave him a little bit of confidence, and it had Mike D'Antoni start to tweak what he wanted to do offensively.
And also he started to shorten that rotation. Shorten the rotation, started to get more tangible results, and now the Knicks seem to be on the threshold.
Meanwhile, Monet, an excellent start. He's got 9. 8-point Knick lead. Ronny Turiaf seeing his first action, as is Tony Douglas.
Both teams going to the bench now.
Al Harrington is in. Douglas fakes, drives, has it knocked away. Turiaf tips it, and tips it out of bounds. J.R. Smith is also in for the Nuggets.
Big Al is out there. He's still prolific, coming off the bench, can put up some points.
He had 31 Friday night in Toronto with Carmelo Anthony out. They try to thread the needle. Harrington gets it back, lost it again. Shot clock at 3. He's going to have to put it up. Throws up an air ball. Monet, a 24-second violation.
Those 31 points, Mike, he got in 36 minutes.
Yep.
So Knicks fans have seen that before.
He had 22 against the Knicks in the first game. Our good friend Gus Johnson used to like to call him Al Buckets. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Knicks defense has been solid. Nuggets shooting 37%. Chandler. He's got Lawson on him. Big advantage there for Chandler. Stoudemire from outside, won't go. Stoudemire 0 for 5. Harrington releases but can't get to it. Melvin Eli will come in as well.
Kind of a lull in the action right now. Neither team efficient offensively. Two Tar Heels going at it, Lawson and Felton.
Lawson so quick. Turiaf inside. Nuggets just not ready. And Felton spotted it. And Felton with 6 assists here in the first quarter.
Averaging 8 on this season.
And that's 8th in the NBA. Anthony wants it. Chandler guarding him now. Gallinari, the 2 fouls, sitting down. Anthony's shot. That misses. Turiaf tips it.
Yeah, Anthony doesn't do a lot of dishing. So once he posts up, usually he's going to put it up. So the Knicks were doubling that time.
He averages a little over 3 assists a game. Chandler, this time short. Chandler started 7 for 7 on Friday night. Started 5 for 5 before that miss here today.
Both teams in the doldrums now.
Spinning move. Anthony draws the foul. And Chandler will pick up his second.
We know these guys are nocturnal creatures, so sometimes during the matinee they take a nap. The Nuggets weren't ready, and Terry off the recipient.
Nothing like an afternoon nap, Clyde. Chandler will sit down, gets a nice ovation with his 12 first quarter points as Landry Fields comes back in.
Knicks have a very good defensive team out on the court right now.
Time for the Emblem Health injury report, Clyde. The plan that works. That inflamed right knee didn't play in the Boston or Toronto game, but you knew he was going to play today.
Yep. Gained his fame not far from here. Syracuse leading them to the NCAA championship.
There's nothing new, Anthony. He's been playing well and playing hard. As he'll become a free agent after this year. He has a $65 million extension on the table that he can sign, and the Nuggets have to decide. As Landry Fields knocks down another three. The Nuggets have to decide, do they trade him? Oh, Anthony gets down. Knicks did not get back that time, although Anthony was basket hanging.
Plus, I thought he pushed off.
Felton to Turiaf. Turiaf to Fields, gets inside. How about Landry Fields? He's 3 for 4 with 11 points.
What about the Nick Dishy now? Lost in feline quickness along the baseline.
The shot clock turned off. Knicks at 54% shooting, including 6 of 9 from three-point range.
Nuggets have a foul to give if they like. They haven't really asserted themselves defensively.
Stoudemire. Shot no good, but a foul. Anthony whacked him. And Stoudemire, who's the only Nick star who hasn't scored yet, will get 2 free throws.
They focus on doubling Stoudemire. Plus, Williams has done an excellent job. He stripped him a couple of times. Williams not out there now, but Stat looking to get on the books with 2 free throws.
He had that game earlier this week. I believe it was the Toronto game Wednesday, where he started slowly. It didn't look like he was going to continue his 30-point game streak, and then had that huge finish in the fourth. He's actually scored in double figures in the fourth quarter of the last 4 games.
Yeah, almost around 15 a game.
He's number 1 in the NBA in fourth quarter points.
That averages out to about 7, almost 8 a game.
What?
Who was it said that Michael Jordan says it's easy, man. If you could just score 8 points each quarter. 7 points each quarter.
No problem.
Seems very simple.
You're in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Final seconds. Smith fires it up. And that will end a terrific first period for the Knicks. They throw up 35 on the board, including 6 three-pointers. Wilson Chandler leading the way with 12. The rookie Landry Fields hit a couple from downtown, and he had 11. And the Knicks defense